A famous writer was in his study room. He picked up his pen and started writing. Last year, I had a surgery and my gallbladder was removed. I had to stay in the bed due to this surgery for a very long time. The same year, I reached the age of 60 years and had to give up my favorite job. I had spent 30 years of my life with this publishing company. The same year, I experienced the sorrow of the death of my father. And in the same year, my son failed in his medical exam because he met with an accident. He had to stay in the hospital with a plaster for several weeks. The destruction of the vehicle was another great loss. At the end, he wrote, "Oh God, it was such a bad year." When the writer's wife entered the room, she found her husband looking very sad and lost in his thoughts. From behind his back, she read what was written on that paper. She left the room silently and came back with another paper and replaced it with that of her husband's. When the writer saw this paper, he found his name written on it with the following lines: "Last year, I finally got rid of my gallbladder, due to which I had spent years in pain. I turned 60 with sound health and got retired from my job. Now I can utilize my time to write something better with more focus and peace." The same year, my father, at the age of 95, without depending on anyone else, met his Creator. The same year, God blessed my son with a new life. My car was destroyed, but my son stayed alive without getting any disability. At the end, she wrote, "This year was an immense blessing of God, and it passed well." The writer was indeed happy and amazed at such beautiful and encouraging interpretation of the happenings in his life that year. The moral of the story is, in daily lives, we must see that it's not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratefulness that makes us happy. Thank you and Namaste.